It was a bombshell statement. We've never been closer to World War III than we are at this moment. That was the primary message today of former President Donald Trump as he addressed thousands of National Guard members here in Detroit. And while issues like the economy, inflation, and social ills dominate much of the rhetoric being tossed around by both campaigns like grenades, national security and the safety of our troops were priority number one today.
When I'm back in the White House, we will expel the warmongers, the profiteers, and take over our government, and we will restore world peace, and it will be, again, peace through strength.
Donald Trump says the world will be a safer place if he once again secures the Oval Office and the Commander-in-Chief job of the U.S. Armed Forces.
We have an unbelievable military when we have the right leader.
Speaking to an enthusiastic and camouflaged crowd of thousands in Detroit today, Trump thanked the National Guard airmen and soldiers for their service and promised to protect them as they do the nation.
We will never forget those brave warriors who made the supreme sacrifice for our country. They will live in our hearts forever.
With hundreds of thousands of National Guard members forward deployed in support roles all over the world and in the most dangerous places, former President Trump says for these reservists and their families, November's election truly is a matter of life and death. And he used today's date as example number one. It was 3 years ago that 13 U.S. service members and more than 100 Afghanis were killed when the Taliban attacked the primary airport in Kabul during the botched pullout of U.S. troops.
We will honor their memory by restoring a government that puts the American people first.
Some of the biggest applause of the night belonged to former Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, an Army reservist herself.
I know that President Trump understands the grave responsibility that a president and commander-in-chief bears for every single one of our lives.
She joined Trump on the podium as she implored her colleagues to join her in voting for him in November.
Whether you're a soldier, you're an airman, a Marine, sailor, or a coastie, he keeps us in his heart in the decisions that he makes.
Both campaigns return to Michigan this week. Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, will be in Big Rapids tomorrow. And then on Thursday, both Trump and the second gentleman will be here in Potterville and Grand Rapids, respectively. In Detroit, I'm Andy Dominiani.